It's kind of wet raw sausage, whereas this is a dry cured,
So,
a dry cured sausage. So it's more similar to like a salami.
hey guys, how you doing? My name is Joe. Welcome to my channel. Don't mind the shades. The shades are kind of like my power cape. You know, like Superman had the cape to be strong. I'm nervous in front of the camera, but for some reason with sunglasses on, I feel fine. I feel comfortable. And I just want to introduce myself and welcome to my channel. I'm probably gonna fumble in words. I'll probably slip a little bit of swear words. I'll try not to, but just want to make sure that everybody understood the reason why I made the channel. The channel is something fun for me to do. It's something new for me to do. I always try to challenge myself. I always try to make myself take on my fears. And one of my fears is actually speaking on TV and have people, millions of people watching. For some reason it scares me. So I just wanted to give it a try. Another reason why I started this channel was because I I see a lot of reviews out here. Excuse me. A lot of reviews out here of people that have never cooked in their life, have never made anything but cereal or something that came out of a box. And it's sad when I see these reviews that these people are going to these people's houses or their restaurants. I'm sorry, we should be their homes because we live there. I own a restaurant myself. But they go to these restaurants and they leave terrible reviews because they're unhappy with something there. But it's usually nothing to do with the food or the service. It's their personal preference. And it's the worst thing is, as everybody knows, an opinion is an opinion, which is great. Constructive criticism is the best, but an opinion that's just stating that you didn't like someplace because they didn't have the style of food you like is a terrible way. These are these people's lives. So one of the things I want to do on my channel is try to come in and look at reviews, look at restaurants, give them a true review. Somebody that's in this industry, been in the industry for 30 something years, professionally classically trained chef, an owner of a business, and somebody that's out in the community all the time, trying new things. I love food. I love, as you can see, I'm not a little guy, and I love all different flavors. So it's something new that I wanted to give it. And on top of that, I want to try doing some dishes at home. Some home dishes that are very easy. Some that I have in my restaurant. Some I want to try. Some that I want to share that are like a family tradition or family meal. So you'll see a lot of different things on this channel, and I hope you enjoy it. So we're gonna start today with a one of my favorites. It's from my restaurant that I had a couple years ago. I haven't made it in a long time, and I can't wait to dig into it. It's what I would call a SowBelly patty melt. It's going to be a crown top bacon sirloin burger with cheese and the bread toasted. It's some of my favorite onions that I'll tell you the story on. We call them bodega onions or Borikén onions. They're the onions that are recipes from my mom that, you know, growing up as a single parent and she worked full time, went to school full time. She had to do things to make things flavorful. And then these onions have just carried with me my whole life and I love them. But we'll get to it ASAP. I'm trying to not make this long. So enjoy, and I hope you please follow and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you. All right, we're gonna start with these onions right here. These are onions that I don't know where they came from. I just knew I grew up. My mom always made them every once in a while. It came from like us eating hot dogs in New York on the street, and they would make these onions in like this red relish, and we always cherished them, always liked them. Couldn't find them out where I'm at, so she came up with her own recipe, and I stole it as I got older. And it's really simple. Uh, it's a white onion. We're gonna julienne it now. Julienning it is not like as much as you think, like as technical culinary, like julienne. I'm not trying to make something new out of here. This is something new. This is home food. So we're gonna peel the skin, but then cut it down the. It's not the equator, but down from north to south through the root. Peel that first layer off. Probably not gonna use this whole onion either. It's pretty big, but we can always save it in a jar for later. And I like the julienne. I don't like julienne like this. I like to do it from the side, and that way you get these nice rings, and they texturally nice. They cook evenly, and it's just a fun way of eating. It's easy to cut. I'm not trying to dice everything over here. You know, the dicing is that's per se. That's old school. I'm done with that. I'm not for work. I'm trying to eat. So we throw everything in the pot. And we'll set it here. Got this new board scraper, which is awesome. First time having it. Okay, so super simple. Onions are in the pot. As I said, this might not be the greatest video. It's my first time, but bear with me. New equipment. We do a little salt, a little pepper, Now, I hate onions. I hate ketchup. Ketchup's not my favorite thing in the world. I don't. If it's on the burger, I'll eat it already. But if you ask me, I won't put it on the burger. What I do love, I should have opened this before. Yeah, God, Joe, be prepared, man. It's called mise en place. Jesus. All right, so it's a little bit of ketchup in with the onions, right? Then we're gonna do a little bit of a packet of sazon. Now, yeah, you could make sazon. Yes, you could buy the sazon Goya, but trust me, man, it's easier just to get the packet. You can't get past the flavor. Just go to the store and get the packet. There's nothing wrong with seasonings already made. Some people drive me nuts when they get in really into depth and they're like, let's make everything grown garlic. Fine, do what you want to do, but I'm at home. I'm trying to eat within the next 20, 30 minutes, not in the next 3 hours. So we're going to use the packet. So it's onions, ketchup, little sazon, little black pepper, little salt. We add a little bit of water in that thing. And then we add a little water in here. And the whole objective now, put this on low heat and we'll let it simmer. All right. All right. Thank you for the pause here, guys. Okay, so next up we got the bacon. I got some nice thick cut bacon. I got it at the butcher. If you're ever in this area, man, there's a place called Polanski's, and that has great bacon. Got some thick ones here. You don't need a lot, but the thick. It's a lot of fat, a lot of flavor into it. We're gonna cut it into about decent sized pieces. You want to cut them through. The objective here is you want a nice bite because when we crown these burgers, we want it to be a piece of bacon in every single one. Okay, so pretty simple. Boom, going out there. I have the pre-done burgers. You don't stop this yet. We're gonna put it into a plate and smash them into a form. So super simple. You take a big plate, something like this. Put your bacon on the bottom. This is a little secret trick that a lot of people don't realize, right? Make a little round on there. Take your patty and without even thinking about it, find another plate if you can. I guess I'm a little not really prepared, I guess, properly. There we are. And you're gonna smash the burger patty into it, right? Super simple. Flip it over. And the idea behind this is that this cheap thing. That's what happens when you leave your tools at the restaurant. You gotta use cheap products. So you want to get. I like smash burgers. I don't like really thick burgers. Yeah, I don't want to beat this burger all up the hill. I don't like really thick burgers, but I do like bacon. So you don't want it too thick or overlaying because you're gonna have to cook this pretty quick and get the flavor out to get the bacon crispy, right? And then I usually throw a little pepper on it. And a little salt. Right? And that's pretty much going to be all the seasoning. This bacon has a lot of salt already in it, so we're not going to mess with it in there. So we'll set this aside, and we'll run through it. Right? All right. So what's a burger without some secret sauce? A lot of people have been asking me about this sauce, and never really let anybody in on it, but it's super simple, and it's what I call juke sauce. And we're going to take it's pretty much equal parts, a little more on the mayo, probably 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So it's 2 tablespoons of the Hellmann's or Duke's. My favorite is Duke's, but Hellmann's is big around here, so easier to find. About a tablespoon or a teaspoon of steak sauce, whatever one you like. As I said, it's free porn. This is how you like it, so you taste it. See if you like tanginess. I like a teaspoon of Thousand Island in there. And make sure your peas and flies open your bottles up beforehand. That gives some zesty yang, and then a little mustard. Now, you think that'll be done right now, right? No, not yet. Not yet. So, we stir this up. Get flavors incorporated. Here we go for the big secret. This is the bomb right here. This is the chili pepper flakes, Korean chili pepper flakes. Easy to order off of Amazon. A lot of flavor, a little bit of heat, but it adds just a little bit of a zing and color to a lot of things. So I throw about 2 or 3 pinches in there, depending on how much of the sauce you're making. Bring it all in, incorporate it, taste it up. Oh yeah, that's good. That's really good. All right. So with that done, burger's all set. We're gonna get to the grill, get to the oven. Sorry, not the grill, but get to the oven and get this working up, right? I'm missing the camera all day. Sorry, guys. All right, so we got our pan ready for the burger. You see the onions are working. Yeah, baby. It smells fantastic. I wish you guys could smell it. Get this lined up here. Now, as I said, not everything's put on full blast, super high heat. Put it down on about medium high heat. No oil. You got plenty of fat already in that burger from the bacon itself. Yeah, get that rip roaring hot. Let it sit for a minute. And the dangerous part is going to be coming up. Okay, so great thing about having thin burgers is that they cook fairly quick, which is awesome. And it comes down to cooking time when you're hungry, right? So we got that working. That's getting nice and hot. Test it with a little water. Never put your hand directly on there. Still got a little bit of time. While we're doing that, grab our other pan. Much larger pan. And that's going to be for our bread. Our nice bread. Breaded it. Alright. That's going pretty well right now. I think what I want to do is switch sides with these babies. I didn't think about this ahead of time. Switch sides with these. Put the hot pan in the back. You get my toasted bread up front. Double check that pan again, make sure it's hot. Yep, she's rip roaring. Very nice. I said crowned bacon patty. You get it off this pan and it's on. Now, cool thing about it, little foil, put a plate on top, leave it at the press. Now you're gonna let that cook and let it get crispy on that side. Cook almost 3/4 of the way through on one side. As you see, our onions are coming along, they'll braise real slow. They'll get nice and sweet onion flavor. You don't need ketchup. While that's working, we do our bread. Now I'm weird. I'm doing like a toast, almost like a grilled cheese, but I almost like just putting the butter right in the pan. I don't like breading it up too much. You know, this is going to be cooked meat anyway, so don't worry about that little bit of burger on there. We'll bring the heat up on this one a little bit. Bring the heat along on that back one, let it cook. Alright, be a few minutes while we're doing this. Like I said, this is a dish that I absolutely love. I haven't had in a long time. You should do this to order. And it's a delicious way of eating a burger. If you love patty melts, You gotta try these onions on there. My God, it's amazing. You know, now we're gonna do some cheese on the chicken. We got the cheese real quick. I like Monterey Jack, so we'll have that ready to go. I'm gonna take this little piece. Leave out. What's up, Bubba? My dog Luther just came in. He smelled the bacon. He's ready for his piece. He ain't getting any. He already ate. Get out of here. Maybe one day I'll introduce you guys to him. He's a greedy little bugger, pretty much like anybody else's dog. So the next form of this is actually doing it just like a grilled cheese. Bread down, nice and buttery. We're gonna get this for flooring. As I said, I like Monterey Jack, so I got a couple slices of thick cut Monterey Jack cheese. Rip them in half, and I like to make sure everything's covered, yeah. So we throw that Monterey Jack on one side, and then you know, why not? We'll have some fun. Do a little cheddar jack blend on this side. There's nothing wrong with cheese, man. If I was a rat, I'd probably be a cheese boy all day. So we're gonna let this brown, let it go, soak up that butter. Be a delicious meal. As you hear that burger sizzling away, you can see a lot of the fat still in there. It's working out. You want to get a nice crispy crown on there. That's the most important part. You don't want to bite into a rubbery one. So it's almost like fighting yourself to want to like not want to eat it. You know, not want to. Don't pull up the plane yet. Don't flip it. You gotta fight that urge and just let it sit and let it do its thing. You know, that's the secret of it. And that's where I seen this this technique somewhere. I didn't make this up. I say nothing new. I seen this technique somewhere. I don't remember where. It was years ago. It might have been a restaurant I worked in. But I absolutely fell in love with it because I love bacon burgers. And to me, you bite into a bacon burger, you want bacon all the way through. And I can't stand when you bite into a bacon burger and all the bacon comes out in one bite. That just absolutely drives me bananas. You know? I don't know about everybody else. So this is coming out nice and toasty. Working out really well. I'm trying to heat that back one little bit. Start crisping up. They've already rendered some of their fat out. So now we should be able to get a nice crust, nice sear. You can hear it sizzling away. I gotta see some of that bacon on the side so it's thick, so it takes a little bit. We got the onions. Yeah, I mean, you want to cook this down so almost it'll jam up, get nice and soft, translucent. Woo! Boy, tell you what, this is good. I wish you could smell this, man. The onions, the garlic, onions, the sazon, the burger, the bacon, grilled cheese toasting up. Bam, it's gonna be good. Get up my mess a little bit here. Sorry, I had to get a plate really quick. Like I said, this is my first time doing the video, so hopefully they'll get better and more, how you want to say, less busy. I can't really say, but I don't care. I'm having fun doing this, and I can't wait to eat. All right. And this is like, you know, I said, this is at home, man. I'm not at the restaurant. I'm not trying to be professional. I'm not trying to tell you where the onions grown. These are all ingredients by the grocery store. I'm just trying to get some grinds in, you know. And I think that's the most important part. So we'll take off this plate. Take this piece off. Moment of truth. Let's see where we're at. It's like 3/4 of the way cooked. And probably go a few more minutes on that side. Now, it's not perfect yet, but it's looking good. Get a few more minutes on that side. This bread is definitely beneath the finish, and we'll pull these off. It's a nice little grilled cheese looking maker. And the build on this is going to be absolutely beautiful. So we'll move this out. Well, I'm going to bring this guy back up forward on here. And there's some heat. As I said, you don't need a lot of salt in this one because the bacon is very salty already. So I wouldn't add any salt, but I do like black pepper on my burger. Some people are against pepper on beef. I'm in love with pepper, man. You can never get too enough of it. So this is nice and going, ready to go. There we are. We'll cook it on this side here in a few minutes. You see all that fat rendered off. This is 80-20 ground beef, so this fat's really just coming off from that bacon that's in there, which is flavoring the beef at the moment we speak. I like cooking mid-rare to medium-rare plates, so that's going to be a fun thing to do. So, as we get this burger cooked, we can check the doneness. It's like a steak. Check the doneness in the center. I like my burgers about medium to mid-well. So I'm going to take this baby off, drain it off on the side a little bit. And I said, you get a scorching hot pan, you can make this bacon even crispier. You can make it like as crispy as you want. But then again, you gotta remember you're gonna have a well done burger on there. So I'm gonna put this burger on the bun. Turn this baby off. Safety is always first, guys. Safety always first. Right? We got the onions jamming. That's the burger. We're gonna meet you over at the cutting board. Onions are just about done. You can cook these down to the completely jammy. I like a little bite still in them, so I like to have a little bit of the sweetness on it. We throw these right on top. Right on top, man. Ooh, yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. You still got that little bit of crunch, that sauce in there. Throw that in there. Come on, dough. Get some of this secret sauce. Throw right on top of the other ladle. Coast to coast. If y'all don't know what coast to coast means, that means edge to edge. From the west coast to the east coast. From Canada to Mexico. You cover that, smear on that, get that covered in, right? Boom. That's it. Throw it together. We got a nice toast on that bun. And you make your cuts. No, this isn't a burger. I don't know what you want to tell me, man. I love my patty melts. You hear that crunch? Oh, ho, ho, ho. Yeah, baby. Here's that plate. Look at this. Look at this burger. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Throw it on the plate here. You can make it fancy if you want. You can make fries, side salad right here. I'm not big on either of those at the moment. What I like to do is grab like I said, I love pickles. And you can make them homemade, but why bother, man? Just a handful of these sweet dill pickles. And life is good. This is gonna be one of those hot frost. Hot frost. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. So hopefully you can see this if I don't mess it up. And I'm gonna take a bite. That baby right here. Yes. That's a patty melt. That's good. That is absolutely wonderful. We have one of these packages. I'm not sharing anybody, so I can eat all of what I want. Pickle without a raw tube. So, as we look at this meal, oh man, yeah, don't mind the mess, dirty towels and everything else. Who cares? I'm at home. And that's right there, guys. I appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. I don't got my sunglasses on. Hold on. That's dangerous, man. I get nervous. There it is. There it is. The real Joy McCoy came back. Thank you guys for tuning in. Have a good day. Enjoy. Make this, and you're gonna love it. If not, maybe I'll pop it up over at the restaurant. Have a good day. I'll see you guys again. Peace. Like and subscribe. I think that's how everybody does it, right? If you like this video, like and subscribe. Follow me. I'm gonna try to make a video a week and hopefully some shorts, but please follow me. I think it'll be fun. Hey, peace.